Born in Seoul, South Korea in 1932 and raised in Tokyo, Japan, June Paik has often been referred to as the father of video art and began to gain international recognition for his unique visions in the 1960s. Active in the art world for a little more than half a century, he lived and worked in Japan, Germany, and the United States and developed connections with many avant-garde artists, musicians, choreographers, and poets. Cellists Charlotte Mormon, John Cage, Merce Cunningham, and Joseph Beuys were all extremely integral to Paik's work. These connections became collaborations and partnerships, and eventually Paik joined the international community of avant-garde performers called Fluxus, whose shared ideology was the prioritization of the artistic process over the final product. Paik was temporarily banished from Fluxus for participating in projects condemned by the collective, but he continued creating Fluxus-inspired works despite this. Within the past 2 decades, Paik has shown the world how accurately he unintentionally predicted the future.
He was a bit worried about one-way communication by television, so becoming just an audience rather than participant. So he wanted us to think about what we are watching, but also one day we should make our channels as well. So he was really thinking about something like YouTube at the very sort of middle of 20th century, saying everyone will have their own TV channel.
His ideas have been particularly insightful in context with digital media platforms to share art on, such as YouTube and, more broadly speaking, social media, as well as the experiential augmented reality goggles and similar items. Paik is often associated with his exploration of the relationship between technology and human spirituality. This theme is often present in his work, but his TV Buddha, created in 1974, is among the most direct in presenting this idea, and subsequently one of his most famous pieces. It has been shown with different Buddha statues and TV screens throughout the world, but the concept behind it remains unchanged. They all consist of a Buddha and a closed-circuit TV. The Buddha is staring at the screen, which is also its reflection, placing it into an eternal meditative state. This piece explores the contrast between cultures, past versus future, and the juxtaposition of human spirituality and technology. In the same year, he created TV Garden, where a room is filled with live tropical plants and vintage TVs playing stylistically manipulated video clips from Japanese commercials, instructional videos, and theatrical dances, just to name a few. Loud classical music plays in the room simultaneously with a goal to stimulate and overwhelm viewers, while also comforting them through the plants' colors, dim lights, and choice of music. This is all an attempt to challenge the passive nature that TV presents itself in. Paik wanted to wake up your spirit with a slap and then a hug. In 1993, Paik created yet another piece that explored human spirituality and its relationship to technology. The name alone, titled Sistine Chapel Before Restoration, evokes some feeling of cosmic power battling at human interruption. The experience of viewing this installation has been described as entirely overwhelming, yet also soul-cleansing and ritualistic. Countless clips of celebrities, artists, and seemingly abstract patterns flash all over the walls and become a precognition of our current information overload we experience all the time with social media and the internet in our pockets. He foreshadowed today's obsession with celebrities and how saturated our daily lives are with useless information that doesn't benefit us other than brief stimulation and the satisfaction of being part of something. Paik repeatedly tried and succeeded to be accessible to contemporary society by making pieces that blurred the lines of what art was. His 1976 film, a tribute to John Cage, was created in the format of a television program that included documentaries alternating with commercial sequences, most of which being very stylized. By developing specific links between video content and the medium of the video, and by presenting performance videos that exemplified the contemporary world's overriding focus on television, Paik created an art piece that showed how he had been influenced by the concepts and concerts of John Cage. Paik borrowed certain creative techniques such as destruction in drama, digital collage, electronics, performance, public participation, and chants. It's a piece that is saturated with philosophical ideas inspired by John Cage and Fluxus, such as anti-music, wild experimentation for the time, and humor. I highly recommend watching the entire film in your own time, maybe when you're in need of something to make you feel a lot. Confused, uncomfortable, happy, it's all there.
Hi. Hi. I'm dripping wet and so is the cello. Okay, but I don't know what to do. He's not here. Oh. Sir, Maestro, could you find June Paik? June Paik.
There are a lot of moments in Paik's work that resonate with my video art. He worked with a lot of installations and sculptural entities, but the screens always had his vision on them. I've very recently begun to recognize what I do as a means for procrastination as art. As a painting BFA, using just oil paint as a means to express the imagery and concepts I have in my head can get really old. Video art has opened a world of possibilities to me, merging my passion for music production, world building, colors, textures, and experiential pieces of art. I started making videos when I was about 16, but didn't take them very seriously. My videos started as mini music visualizers inspired by Adult Swim bumps, but eventually became more like moving paintings. I've experimented with using the lowest quality software and apps to make my videos have the effects I want, and I feel like June Paik worked in a similar manner at times, just to see what might happen. We share an acceptance and appreciation for distorted footage that looks like the film got coated in acid. Both of us also tend to explore human spirituality, meditation, and vibrational energy. The next clip is a video by Paik from 1973 titled Global Groove, and the one following it is one of my own, created before even knowing of June Paik's work. We definitely have similar visions. And then here's mine. Another clip of June Paik's work I found really similar to my own work was from a short film he made called All-Star Video with Ryuichi Sakamoto in 1984. And then here's one of my videos that embraced the glitch, distortion, and hypersaturation, much like Paik's work. June Paik's vast portfolio of work had expanded boundaries of what we perceive as art and opened new doors for digital-based artists of today.